I know there are some external measures as well to see, or external benefits, I guess you could say. I know there's an example of a university system in California where it was found out that they had an effective enterprise risk management system. Their primary source of funding was through bond issues on the open bond market. And once the market found out that they had a good ERM system in place, they thought, "Oh, there's less risk here." And they actually had their risk premium on their bonds reduced by about 10 basis points. So that saved them a lot of money just by the market recognizing that they were managing their risks effectively.
That's very interesting because it translates into something very tangible, right? You can actually calculate an ROI on, all the investment and doing risk management and the savings
Exactly.
you got on your bonds, right?
Exactly.
Uh, that's a challenge. When you implement a risk management system, it's very conceptual, right? It's very
Mhm.
abstract. So
Yes.
how do you sell it internally to, and if you have some kind of concrete result or concrete value saying, oh, you were exposed to so many $1 million of potential losses. Now with risk management, we reduce that to so many $1 million. I know this is must be hard to do, but you brought an excellent example, right? Do you see organizations trying to give this risk management a more tangible value so that it's easier to sell within the company? What other efforts have you seen in this line, right?
You mean of selling risk management
Yeah,
to people?
making it tangible, making it like maybe translating into financials and something that the board can understand what is the exact value. Not exact, but
No,
what is
no,
the
that's
value,
yeah.
yeah. It's never
No,
going
I
to be
understand.
exact, right? Yeah.
Oh no, no, exactly. I know in Canada they have what's called the ICDD program for directors. It's a training program for corporate directors.
Hmm.
And one of the modules they deal with in their training is risk management. So they actually understand that they do have a fiduciary responsibility to understand the organization's risks and what leadership is doing about them. So that's actually their part of their job to understand that, and they're getting that now. That it's actually becoming a legal requirement for them. So they get it much more now than they have before. So that's coming around, and since they have to set the tone at the top for the organization, that helps them to communicate that down. These are the expectations we have. You need to do this, and they'll communicate that to the C-suite, and then the C-suite then have to communicate that down to their people. So that's I think that's where it's coming from. And one more vector I always hammer on at work is that the world is changing so much faster now that you really can't ignore your risks because they will. If you're in a for-profit organization, a risk can come up that can end you, and you won't even see it coming if you're not looking for it.